While most young adults do things like getting a job, Jeffy plays VR in real life, knocks out over 50 million people in one day, goes Super Saiyan, and so much more. So yeah, he's pretty strong. So today, we're gonna go over his 7 different levels of strength to find out how strong he really is, starting with his normal state. And in this state, his strength is anything but normal. At just 1% power, Jeffy gets super strength, and we see this in SML movie Jeffy's Tantrum, which is a very infamous video known for getting the SML channel demonetized. And in this video, Jeffy starts crashing out after Mario doesn't let him buy a $2.99 game on the App Store, which was a huge mistake, because this gives Jeffy the idea to throw the red couch and the TV off the balcony to get revenge.
Jeffy's being so annoying about that game. What?
And the average weight of a 3-seater couch is around 280 to 350 pounds. And considering that Jeffy is only a puppet weighing a couple of pounds, this means that he was lifting about 100 times his own body weight effortlessly. But this is only the beginning of Jeffy's strength, because we're only at 1% power. Later in this video, we're gonna look at what Jeffy's like at 25% power, 50% power, and even 100% power. But things are already ramping up at just 5% power, where Jeffy knocks out over 50 million people in one day. And we see this in SML movie Jeffy the Boxer. And in this video, Jeffy gets inspired by Floyd Mayweather winning $100 million for fighting Logan Paul. So Jeffy decides if he records evidence of knocking out 50 million people, and he gets a boxing record of 50-0, he can box Floyd Mayweather and get $100 million. But instead of doing normal boxing matches, he decides to just knock out random unsuspecting people like Joseph, Chef Pee-Pee, Tyrone, Judith, and 27 others around the house. But then he gets kinda bored of knocking people out, so Jeffy does one of the biggest fourth wall breaks of SML history.
The people watching this video! Oh yeah! You can knock them out! Alright guys, everyone at home, put your nose up against the glass, okay, of your phone, of the TV, or the computer, whatever you're watching is on. Put your nose up against the glass, and Jeffy's about to knock you out. Alright. Oh! You just got knocked out! You just got knocked out! That's like 1,000,000 Like that's like 1 million or 2 million However many views this video got, that's how many people Jeffy just knocked out.
And considering this video as of recording currently has 56 million views, that means Jeffy technically knocked out 56 million people. Later in the video, Jeffy goes on to actually box Floyd Mayweather, and surprisingly, he wins the match of living room boxing they play, which would make Jeffy the best boxer in the world, with a record of 56 million to 0. But if you thought that was crazy, what's even more crazy is the fact that you've watched all the way this far in the video without being subscribed. What are you doing? Lock in! Please, I need subscribers. But on a serious note, we have to check out Jeffy at 10% power, because this is where his strength really starts to get insane, as he can dodge bullets in slow motion and absolutely demolish everyone in a game of IRL Fortnite. And we see this in SML movie Jeffy Plays Fortnite, after Jeffy loses a game of Fortnite and gets super mad. And let's just say, my boy Jeffy takes it a little too far. First, we see him drive up with a robot to try to eliminate Chef Pee-Pee, but as we can see, this might have been a mistake.
Really? What? I missed? Yeah, but I don't miss twice.
After Jeffy destroys Chef Pee-Pee, his rampage continues. And next, he goes on to eliminate Joseph, Cody, Brooklyn Guy, and then Junior while hiding in a bush, which leaves just Mario left, which he eliminates with a guided missile, meaning Jeffy got the victory royale, making him the most cracked IRL Fortnite player in all of SML. I would not want to mess with Jeffy, and when people try to mess with Jeffy, it does not turn out good. And we see this at 25% power, where he turns into John Wick in SML movie Jeffy Wick. And for some context, in this video, Jeffy receives a dog in the mail from his Aunt Ernestine, which he didn't even know he had an Aunt Ernestine, and this dog must have been dying because it's been in the box for 2 days without any food or water. So Jeffy decides to get him water at the gas station. However, while there, Mr. Meaner and Face Eater approach Jeffy because they like the car he's driving, which was a 2007 PT Cruiser. However, Jeffy has no plans of giving them the car, which caused them to get mad, so they stole the car and killed Jeffy's dog.
Brother, kill this mutt. Okay.
Brother, he falls one more time.
Win Dixie. Good, that stupid mutt is dead.
This causes Jeffy to absolutely crash out, and he gets so mad in fact that he becomes Jeffy Wick, who is completely different from normal Jeffy. And the reason I say this is because he's based on John Wick, who does a lot of crimes, including killing people. And so Jeffy Wick, portraying John Wick, is ruthless and doesn't care about people, but would technically make him physically stronger. And he also had a lot of respect among criminals like the Lone Dolphin, who was literally scared of Jeffy Wick, and they knew not to mess with him because he'll lash out with anger. Jeffy Wick might have already been really strong, but this next form at 50% power is even stronger, and we see this in SML movie Jeffy Plays GTA 6. You might wonder, why would Jeffy in a simple VR headset make him so strong? Well, some of the abilities he gains in this episode are just straight up crazy, and it turns out he's not even really wearing the VR headset to get his powers, because we see at the start of the video, Junior and Joseph give Jeffy a VR headset with what they thought was a real copy of GTA 6. But Jeffy doesn't put it on right, and Junior and Joseph are too stupid to correct him. So Jeffy runs around the house thinking that he's in GTA 6. After beating up Chef Pee-Pee, stealing Goodman's Lambo, and running over a kid, Jeffy gets a 5-star wanted level. And this is where we start to see Jeffy's true power.
Oh, do I have a surprise for them? I'm gonna do the grenade launcher cheat code. Squared, circled, triangle, up, down, left, right, square, right bumper, left bumper.
Excuse me, sir. Is this car stolen? Holy shit, that's a grenade launcher! Oh my god! Ah! Dispatch, I'm currently hiding behind a pole. This psycho has a goddamn tank. He's blowing up cars and shit. This is a goddamn nightmare.
Oh man, I ran out of bullets. I'm gonna do the more ammunition cheat code.
You're under arrest. Get on the ground. Don't hit me.
Jeffy's pure imagination is enough to use cheat codes in real life, manipulating any rules set by reality. Jeffy is basically a god of the SML world, and we see this even more when he gets sent to jail, and he uses his breaking out of jail cheat code.
Yes, there is, Daddy. I'm gonna use the break out of jail cheat code right now. Left, down, right, up, left bumper, left stick, right stick.
What? It worked?
I told you it would work, Daddy, but we gotta get out of here because I think my wanted level's back up.
Topping Jeffy doing cheat codes in real life will be pretty hard, but I think these next 2 stages of power really give it a run for its money, especially 69% power, where Jeffy makes a robot version of himself that he calls Jeffo, and he appeared in SML movie Robot Jeffy, where Jeffy comes in with a note saying that he has to go to detention because earlier that day he threw a diaper at Jackie Chu's face. So Jeffy, not wanting to go to detention, goes to Cody to try to find a way to get him out of it, and conveniently that same day Cody built a robot replica of himself called Kodo, which gives them the genius idea to build a robot version of Jeffy so that he can skip detention.
Okay, Jeffo, I want you to pretend to be me and go to my detention tonight. Okay, Jeffy.
So while Jeffy's robot goes to detention for him, Jeffy stays in his bed playing Five Nights at Freddy's. However, at school, Bully activates the kill switch on Jeffo, which causes Jeffo to kill, bully, and target anyone he sees.
I know you hear me. Answer me, big. You better answer me right now. Oh, that got your attention, huh? What are you gonna do about it? Huh? Are you gonna go cry to your daddy?
Take that,
But before he can kill anyone else, Kodo blasts Jeffy, and they both die in an explosion, which means Kodo is the only being powerful enough to stop Jeffo. And the reason that I say Jeffo is stronger than Jeffy in VR is because Jeffo is a robot, which makes him a lot harder to kill. And you can't just shoot at him expecting him to die. Plus, as a robot, Jeffo can do things that Jeffy can't, because as a robot, he can literally obliterate anyone with his laser vision. And the only one who was able to challenge Jeffo was Kodo. But since Jeffo died rather quickly, we don't know how much power he really had. But honestly, with how easily he literally disintegrated Bully Bill, I think Jeffo would win against 100 gorillas. But now, let's try to take a look at what Jeffy would really be like using 100% of his power. And this is his anime transformation, Jeffy-ku. And we see this in all 5 episodes of the Jeffy Ball Z series. And throughout the series, he fights a whole bunch of characters as he looks for the Dragon Ball so that he can wish for anything he wants. The series starts in episode 1, with Jeffy fighting Jackie Chu with his purple finger laser, but he easily defeats him. And then he also fights Chef Pee-Pee and Cody, defeating both of them while also collecting more Dragon Balls in the process. And then at the end of this episode, he gets them all and finally goes back to make his wish. Brooklyn Guy steals it, but let's just say Jeffy very easily defeats him. And as we will see, this is a recurring gag throughout all of the Jeffy Ball Z series. But let's stay focused on the plot in episode 2 when Jeffy gets a new rival. He goes to the playground and finds Junior, aka Vegeta, while trying to find the Dragon Balls too. So Jeffy goes Super Saiyan and beats the ever-living crap out of Junior. Through this episode, he also defeats Joseph and obtains another Dragon Ball, while at the same time, Junior defeats Screwball. And then they meet up at the end to fight it all out for all the Dragon Balls. But Jeffy's Giraffe Ace laser absolutely destroys Junior, and Jeffy gets the Dragon Balls again just for Brooklyn Guy to steal his wish for the second time. In the 3rd episode, Jeffy-ku and Vegeta team up, and they meet a new enemy, Lord Frieza. After he sends them on a journey all around the SML house to find the Dragon Balls, Lord Frieza ends up stealing the Dragon Balls, taking credit for all their work. But Jeffy won't take this, and they have a big fight at the end where once again Jeffy wins and obtains all the Dragon Balls for Brooklyn Guy yet again to steal it. In episode 4, we learn that Lord Frieza didn't actually die in the fight, so Jeffy, through this episode, trains so he can be powerful enough to take down Lord Frieza. And then they have a crazy fight at the end, where Jeffy uses a Distracto disc to literally cut Lord Frieza into 2 pieces.
You know this is only 10% of my power, right? You wanna see 100? Not really! I'm too powerful! Why the fuck am I so powerful? Why? Tell me you quit. Please tell me you quit. I wanna hear you beg for your life. Beg! 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 Never. Distracto disc! What?
And then we pick up in the final episode, episode 5, where Dr. Finkelshits makes a robot called Android 19, which is immune to Jeffy's energy blasts, even with Jeffy being in Super Saiyan mode. So because of this, Jeffy gets black depressed hair, and he feels weak, like he can't do anything, until he goes to a dungeon for training with Shred, which fixes Jeffy and makes him even stronger than usual, putting him in Super Riri mode. So Jeffy goes to Finkelshits' lair and uses his powers to take Android 19 into space, and he does this because he doesn't want the self-destruction explosion to hurt anybody. But Jeffy, unfortunately, also dies in the process. Jeffy is definitely pretty strong, and maybe we'll see him be even stronger if SML makes more parts of the Jeffy Ball Z series. So if you want more of that, like this video to show Logan you want more.